Hello. So today I will discuss, is the role of a business analyst or a data analyst a better career for you? Now, my name is Esther Lessing. I'm from Business Analysis Excellence. Welcome to my virtual classroom. So yes, it can be really hard if you're in the beginning of your career and you're trying to decide, should you become a business analyst or a data analyst? This is a really big decision, and it's really important that you make the right one. So choosing a career between business analysis and data analysis can be quite a big decision. And I think it's important that you understand what are those differences between those two careers and really know which one is the best one for you. So in this video, that's exactly what I'll do, is I will discuss with you which one of those two career options will be the better one for you to pursue. And then you can get started with your career in whichever one that might be. So sit back and let's have a look at this. So welcome back. Is a career as a business analyst or a data analyst better? Now, I've thought about this. My career, I'm a business analyst, and I've worked with many data analysts. So I truly do understand both of these roles really well. So let's first look at, what does a business analyst do versus a data analyst, just really quickly, so that you can make an informed decision about which one's better for you. So first of all, the business analyst, and whilst this might sound quite abstract, it is essentially a business analyst's role to analyze the business domain and understand what are the different business needs that exist by working with business stakeholders. And the ultimate goal is for them to find what would be the best solution to go forward with, and then to help facilitate them towards that solution, whatever that might be. Whereas a data analyst tend to focus more specifically on a data set, and their main purpose or their main goal really is to answer business questions by finding patterns in data. So it's really to inform the business of different patterns that they notice that may be showing certain trends, or that might be highlighting certain issues that's currently being experienced by the business. So in a very, very quick nutshell, that is these two roles defined. So just hang in there. I want to explain to you a quick scenario just to bring this to life for you. So you might have a scenario where the business analyst is working with the business team to try and work out, why is the customer experience not very good for their e-commerce solution? Because they've noticed that people are not finishing purchases online, so they drop off in the online sales. Now, what might happen is the data analyst might come and support the business analyst in this particular situation by looking at the website data to try and work out where in the process, if he can see a pattern that shows where exactly in the data do people drop off. So the data analyst will be able to pick up on any kind of data trends by looking at the behind the scenes data or the database. They will then come back and say, hey, it looks as if at this particular point in the process, by looking at the data, we are seeing all these sales drop off. What the business analyst will then do is they will say, okay, that is giving us a clue as to where to look for the problem. And they might then go and have a look at the sales process, and specifically at the customer experience or the user experience in terms of the website screens. And there might be something quite obvious or not so obvious that the business analyst can work with potentially another team like the user experience team to try and identify what is the stumbling block and why are people dropping off. So this is just a really short scenario to try and show you the role of the business analyst versus the role of the data analyst in a real life scenario. But let's now jump and look at the qualifications required for these two different roles. So if you want to become a business analyst, typically it would be really good if you could have a commerce degree or an IT degree or even an MBA. Or if neither of those are available, you could also look at doing an industry certification. So with business analysis, these are desired most of the time. Some cases it will be mandatory to have these qualifications, but one of the benefits of being a business analyst is you don't strictly need a qualification if you've got strong business experience. The skills and traits that you need, though, is you need to be able to facilitate workshops, to be able to problem solve and elaborate on business needs, so that you can really delve into the problems and work with stakeholders to try and understand what is the root causes of some of the needs or issues that they're experiencing. You should then be able to document that. There are a lot of different ways and a lot of different types of diagrams and modeling and user stories and so forth that you need to learn in order to document effectively. Then you do need some good business acumen. So you need to understand your business area, you need to understand the industry, so that you can communicate effectively and work effectively within that business domain. You need to love to solve problems, also have a very strong sense of curiosity, and you need to love working with people at all the different levels of the organization, both business-focused people as well as technical people. So you really do need to be a good communicator. Now, if you want to look at becoming a data analyst, so let's understand a bit more about what skills and qualifications they need. Look, in a similar way, a commerce degree or a technical IT degree or even an MBA would be very desirable, but not necessarily required. But from a skills perspective, the data analyst role is a lot more technical, and therefore you need to have skills such as SQL. You need to potentially be able to use Python or Power BI and be a really good Excel user. So those are some of the core technical skills that you might need for specific data analyst roles. Like I said before, technical background is important. So you need to also be very comfortable with a lot of detail. So all of us are not detail focused. So really know yourself. Do you really enjoy working with lots of numbers, tables, data, queries, and so forth? You also need, despite your technical ability, you also need to be a good communicator. So you need to be able to explain to the business people what the data is telling you. So communication skills are important for this role as well. And like I said before, you love detail and data, possibly a bit more than people in facilitation. So I hope that shows you the two different skill sets that these two roles that complement each other requires. So now we're almost getting to the fun part where we work out which of these are the better role to go for in terms of the future. So let's have a look. Career prospects, business analyst. There is a very strong demand for business analysts globally, and there has been for quite some time now. And the future is looking bright. There's lots of jobs, lots of business problems to solve, lots of improvements to bring. And as long as technology evolves, business analysts are very likely to stay in demand. You get paid very well, and you've still got a really good work-life balance in general. So it's really a good career to go for. And I would recommend people that are people. So if you like working with people and you've got a business focus where you love improving businesses and love solving problems, then this is the type of role for you to consider. But let's say we look at the data analyst. So what does that look like in terms of career prospects? I dare say it's even a stronger demand for data analysts globally due to the rise of data in our everyday lives and business especially, and artificial intelligence. You may also be looking at a slightly better salary than a business analyst, not in all cases, and it will depend on your technical skills and your experience. And I would recommend, if you want to go down the data analyst path, you must be detailed focused, and you must have a technical ability. So really think about yourself and think about, do you love lots of detail and do you love being technical? Then you'll know whether this is for you. So what is the best role, in my opinion? So as you probably determined, these two roles are both really strong roles, really good roles in the industry with very bright futures. But these two roles take very different personalities and skill sets. So you really need to do a bit of introspection and understand your own capabilities and your own preferences and your personality type before you make a decision of which one to go for. Now, like I said to you in the beginning, I am a business analyst. So I am quite a business-focused individual, and I don't really have a very strong technical capability. So therefore, I prefer being a business analyst. So I hope this has helped you to make a decision and understand which of these two career paths will be better for you. And I hope it's given you more insights into what it's like to be a business analyst or a data analyst. Thank you for watching. Please like or subscribe to my channel. I will be continuing to do videos like this to help you in your career and to make sure that you make good decisions in the analysis world. Right, thank you very much and see you next time.